Well, the song I'm going to do in just a minute is called Sully's Pail, and it's a mining song. It was written by a poet from Seattle named Dick Gibbons, and I heard it on a record by Tom Paxton back in the 1960s. The song talks about a cave-in at a mine in Montana, and the rarest was a lead and silver mine. When they talk about working in a stope is a big room that's kind of carved out as people dig in for the ore. And the story is about the miners working in this stope and what happened. There's a thing or two I'll tell you that I think you ought to know about that rusty bucket Sully carries down below. You're not the first one, stranger, that has laughed at Sully's pail. You're the only one that's laughing, now the rest has heard this tale. Sure, when we was young and handsome, had some 10 years in the game, old Sully had a partner and Jim Riley was his name. They had knocked about together, Bingham, Butte, and Coeur d'Alene, and they crawled in every barroom from Ely to Fort McLean. Now me and old Ted Johnson, sure you'll not remember him. We was working at the rarest at a stope with Sol and Jim. All the four of us together, we was working side by side. That's how I chanced to be there on the night Jim Riley died. Well, the blasting had been easy, it was coming out like sand, and we was mucking out the ore, those days we mucked by hand. And we was nearly finished, and I hadn't heard a sound, but something must have happened, for Jim Riley yelled that ground. When we headed for the timbering, Sully must have took a spill, for when we looked back in there, he was pinned beneath his drill. The ceiling, it was groaning now, all set to drop the lid, and Sully, pinned beneath his drill, was sobbing like a kid. Well, there's some can watch their partner die, not throw their lives away, but Riley wasn't one of them, he wasn't built that way. As soon as he'd seen what happened, hey, hold on there, Sully cried. And before he had the words out, he had thrown the drill aside. They come running round the ore car, Riley wearing a big grin. Guess he never knew what happened when the hanging wall caved in. Sully reached the timber and his face as white as chalk, and Riley 2 yards back of him caught 15 ton of rock. That day Sully's pail was buried, he ate from Riley's pail in tears, and he's carried that same bucket now for over 20 years. So you can laugh at Sully, 'cause he's mean and drinks a lot, but don't laugh at Sully's bucket, it's the only friend he's got.